If you're thinking about retiring in Thailand, particular places like Hua Hin or Cha-Am, one of the questions that comes up again and again is this: do you actually need a car to live comfortably here? Some people will tell you driving is essential, others say owning a car is unnecessary stress and expense. The truth, as with most things in Thailand, sits somewhere in the middle. Today, I want to walk through the realities of driving here, the alternatives, and the hidden factors retirees don't always consider, so you can understand how this decision really plays out in day to day life. Hua Hin and Cha-Am are often described as ideal retirement locations. They're calmer than Bangkok or Pattaya, close to the sea with hospitals, shopping centres, golf courses, and long beaches for walking. At first glance, they also look spread out, and that's where the car question begins. Unlike dense city centres, daily life here can involve visiting supermarkets outside your immediate area, going to appointments across town, exploring beaches, markets, or cafes beyond walking distance. So the assumption becomes a car equals freedom. But freedom in Thailand doesn't always mean what people expect. For some retirees, having a car genuinely adds convenience. A car will make weekly grocery runs easier, especially for bulk shopping. Day trips to quieter beaches or countryside areas definitely more accessible. Living slightly outside of town definitely is going to be more comfortable if you've got a car. From a cost perspective in 2026, owning a car typically involves purchase of the car or long lease, insurance, obviously maintenance, fuel, and obviously occasional repairs and service. Compared to Western countries, these costs can feel reasonable, but they still add up over time. Then there's the driving itself. Thai roads are generally well maintained, but driving culture is different. Lane discipline is flexible. Motorbikes appear from all directions. Defensive driving is essential over here in not just Hua Hin and Cha-Am, but all over Thailand. For some people, adapting is fine. For others, it becomes tiring faster than they expected. Sorry to disturb the video. Can you just do us a massive favor and press the subscribe button? It really helps the channel, helps to push to people like yourselves who want to retire here in Thailand. Thanks a lot, and back to the video. One of the most overlooked aspects of retiring here is how easy it is not to drive. Ride hailing apps like Grab and Bolt are widely used. They're reliable, affordable, and remove the stress of parking or navigating traffic. Local transport also plays a role. Songtaos run regular routes. Motorbike taxis cover short distances quickly. Local taxis are available for longer trips. For everyday needs, cafes, markets, beach walks, many retirees find they simply can walk. Hua Hin and Cha-Am are very walkable once you settle into a routine, and walking often becomes part of daily life rather than a chore. Cycling is another great option, especially in quieter areas, though it depends on your comfort level with traffic. Over time, many people realize they're using transport less than they expected. Driving in Thailand isn't just about getting from A to B. There are practical considerations that don't always get mentioned early on. Obviously, licensing is one. You need to convert or obtain the appropriate driving license and keep it up to date and valid. Parking can also be surprisingly inconvenient at times, especially near beaches, malls, or busy areas. Then there's what happens if something goes wrong. Accidents, even minor ones, can involve language barriers, some paperwork, time spent resolving misunderstandings. Even when nothing serious happens, the mental load of driving in unfamiliar conditions can wear on people over time. This is why some retirees who start with a car later decide to give it up. What becomes clear is that there is no kind of universal answer. Some retirees enjoy driving here and wouldn't give it up. Others are far happier letting someone else handle the road. Many long-term residents take a trial approach, so they rent a car for a few months when they first arrive, track how often they actually use it, and then compare costs with like ride-hailing apps or motorbike taxis or other ways to get around the town. What matters most is, the lifestyle you want, where you live, how often, you go out, and what kind of routine you enjoy all play a role. In Hua Hin and Cha-Am, it's entirely possible to live comfortably with or without a car. Driving in Thailand isn't a requirement for a good retirement, but for some, it's definitely a helpful tool. The key is understanding that freedom here comes in different forms. Sometimes it's having your own wheels. Sometimes it's not having to think about the road at all. And often the balance only becomes clear once you've spent time living here. So if you do decide to go down the road of, owning your own car in Thailand, I highly recommend a Hilux. I've got one myself. You can see it in the background here. I've had this Toyota for over 6 years now. I brought it new, I'd say 6 years ago now, and it's been fantastic. I've really enjoyed owning a Hilux in Thailand. I think it's the way to go. Having a truck in Thailand is a bit safer. I think there's a bit more protection around you in case of an accident, especially at the back, because I've got kids who sit in the back seat, and as you can see on the back, there's a big trailer right behind, so that protects you a lot. And I think the seating position is nice. You can see what's going on very well. And the other big thing is the resale value. A lot of people don't talk about it, but if you want to sell again in the future, Hilux are quite sought after over here. Thais absolutely love them, so you'd have no problem selling the truck later. Even in another 5 years, I could still get quite a bit of money for it, probably, because people are going to want to have it, because Thais can make quite a bit of money from the trucks over in Thailand, hauling stuff up and down the highways here. But I say I've had no problems. The running costs are relatively low on this, and if there is a bit of interest in, you want me to do a video about my truck, I can do it in a video. I say it's not new now. It is 6 years old, so it was a while ago when I brought it, and I did do a video at the time, but it's very, very old now, and terrible editing on it because it's years ago when I first did it. But I say I've had absolutely no problems with it. It's only a 2-wheel drive, this truck, but I prefer it over a car in Thailand. And we did have a car before the truck. My missus had a car as well, so I drove them both, and yeah, I way preferred the truck over here in Thailand. What do you think? What would you buy if you came over to Thailand? Would you buy a truck or would you buy a car? Put it down in the comments below. I think there's a lot of fans of trucks around the world, and especially when they come to Thailand, especially guys who are coming over here. Okay, thanks for listening today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to press that subscribe, help us out a bit on the channel, and we'll see you on the next one, guys. Take it easy.